they've entered an almost trance-like state of concentration. The natural world has never been exposed to this before. 20 years ago, nobody could have even imagined.
I'm so lucky. You see, what a fantastically lucky time I've had, you know. Do you know, I don't try and think about that question. I mean, it doesn't help to say, oh, we're all doomed. If you say that, you say, all right, well, forget it, you know, and I can't say that.
Best would be from the air. I don't believe that the child has yet been born who didn't look at the world around it with those fresh eyes and wonder. A 5-year-old will, I remember taking out a 5-year-old, 6-year-old perhaps, into a meadow in England, and he turned over a stone and he saw a slug. And he said, "Look, a slug, what a treasure." And of course, he's right. I mean, what are those two things sticking out at the front? What are they for? How does it move? What does it feed on? Astonishment. And that goes on and on and on. Of course, the time comes when other things come into it. And in this day and age, who's not to wonder at the miracles of the electronic age that he sees? But that should be fitted in alongside. If you lose that first wonder, you've lost one of the most greatest sources of delight and pleasure and beauty in the whole of the universe, in the whole of the wide world. And so caring for that brings joy and enlightenment, which is irreplaceable. That is one of the great pleasures of life. And if you lose sight of that, you've lost a great source of joy. This is international. You don't need language. It goes all around the world. People all around the world get the same joy, the same wonder, the same splendor. Those responsible for this gathering recognize this fundamental truth, and that people who come here will actually not only recognize it, but do something to make sure that that pact between the natural world and humanity is given its proper place and honor. Carving. They want to see carving. They gasp of excitement just by looking at these things.
I am sure things are going to get worse before they get better. But I believe they can get better. And I believe sufficient of an optimist, I suppose, to think that we know what has to be done, you know.
We have now to be really aware of the dangers of what we're doing.
We've got to convince the world that they've got to do them.
So numerous, so powerful, so all-pervasive, gasp of excitement just by looking at these things. We have never been more powerful. We can wreck it with ease. We can wreck it without even noticing that we're doing it. In the end, we wreck ourselves. The chase. This is the signal for it to begin. But only one man will undertake it, the runner. He must be relentless. It's now a test of endurance. Who will collapse first, the man or the animal?